welcome in. We're gonna get started in just a minute. Welcome in, you guys. We're gonna get started in just a moment. How are you guys doing today? Welcome in. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's a wig. We're gonna go ahead and get started with an energy cleansing today. That's good. I'm glad you're doing well. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Maggie. We got some throat blockage today. Some of you are having issues speaking up for yourselves and holding on to words of anger rather than expressing your anger in healthy ways. Thank you. Someone have something happen with a coworker? Welcome in, you guys. Thank you for being here. We are currently working on just cleansing the energy, and then I'm going to work on a little bit of anxiety relief and frustration relief because it feels like there's a little bit of anger issues. Not to say that there's anything wrong with being angry. It's actually healthy to be angry. You just talked about it. Oh no. Well, hopefully their day gets better, as does yours. Thank you guys for all the likes. Hello, welcome in, Celine. How are you? We're gonna go ahead and use some black kyanite for removing any negative cords. Your Keurig died, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I would do without my coffee. Are you planning on getting a new one? Hopefully. I'll have my fingers crossed for you. Not while I'm doing Reiki, but afterwards. Send some good luck your guys' way. Ooh, that would be cute. All right then. I apologize if that spam person ended up triggering anyone. It took me a minute to get them muted. This is a safe space for everyone. We like to keep it that way. Thank you, The Real Mando Mom, for the tiny dinies. Thank you, it's actually a wig. Thank you for the heart. I'm gonna go ahead and use my tiny selenite. I guess it's not actually tiny, this is a normal size. Just in comparison to my satin spar. I feel like someone has a migraine. and or headache. Make sure you guys are drinking lots of water, okay? I'm going to go ahead and use some blue calcite for easing any stress and anxiety. Welcome in. Here, out of my way. Thank you for the roses. And for the heart. I don't know if I had said that. Thank you, Erica. How's your day been? Hey, Lisa. How are you? I'm going to do a little bit more of a thorough cleansing for a second with some incense. I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, it's been pretty decent. I hung out with a friend most of this morning. We did some readings for each other. They helped me basically do some shadow work that I needed to do. Still need to process some of it, so I'm going to be doing that later, but that's okay. Healing is all... well, I'm a healer, so it's part of my deal. Alright, we're going to go ahead and use some Amazonite in the heart space. For some of you it might look like green aventurine because of the color duration, but I promise it is Amazonite. They look a little bit different. This is green aventurine. You can tell they're slightly different in the coloration. I was like, we need a little bit more of a thorough cleansing. I'm probably going to be doing a couple of different cleansings today. I feel like this is massively hitting in the heart space to try to open up with loving compassion. Make sure you guys are being patient with yourselves. Thank you for following. I learned Reiki on the website udemy.com, udemy.com. My teacher was Melissa Crowhurst. She's amazing. She has a lot of different lessons, including on how to teach meditation and things like that. Yeah, it's really cool. Like Twilight? Like the movie? Or do you mean like Twilight as an evening? I'm assuming the movie, but... the movie. I was like, actually, funny story for you, Sam. One of my closest friends at the moment went to the high school where they filmed that movie, and she was there when they were filming, they were just kind of like, who are these people in my school? Because it was a small town and they knew everyone who was there already. And they were just kind of like, yeah. I was like, I should have known, because like I didn't know who these people were, and then they showed up. Mostly modules. She does the, Melissa does all of hers virtually, so it's mostly videos and like lessons to follow, things like that, not one-on-one per se, and then she does the attunement in group settings, and then you get your certification, and you get like an actual certificate and everything. So yeah, but there are people who do like one-on-one personal, like face-to-face. You can message her at any time though, if you have any questions or anything, which makes it really nice because you can do it at your own time, your own pace, and it's not like strict based. However, for some people, they need it at a strict base, which that's perfectly fine. Whatever you feel more comfortable with, and whoever you feel the most comfortable with teaching you is who you should go for. She was just the first one that I ended up finding, ironically. So udemy.com, let me see if I can type it. I'm really bad with electronics. Udemy. Melissa. And there you go. Thank you, Maddie. Hello everyone, how are you? But yeah, my teacher was Melissa Crowhurst, and I learned on udemy.com. You have to be extremely disciplined in being able to do it. It took me a couple of months to get through my Reiki course, and that's fine. You have to take your own time with it, and then of course you have to have the practice period and everything after you get attuned. Just take it at your own pace and be patient with yourself, is what I can say. I'm gonna go ahead and add in some Lumarian cord. Thank you for sharing the live and for all the likes, you guys. Thank you, Liv. Hopefully in a good way, Maddie. It does definitely hit heavy in the heart. I'm not exactly sure what we're working on specifically just yet, but I didn't actually have any expectations when going into learning Reiki. I'm gonna be honest, you certainly can have expectations when you're first starting, but I am a psychic, so when I went into it, I just kind of went under the assumption that it would help me activate my gifts and be able to help me heal other people correctly and myself and be able to like work. Obviously not correctly, that's not what I meant, but you can use it in order to help other people, and so that was the only assumption that I had. So when I went in learning it, I didn't realize how much there was behind it at first, so I was a little bit surprised by that, but mostly it was just me just going with the flow. And I was a little surprised and taken back that you can do Reiki on plants and animals, and that animals and plants both have their own individual types of chakra systems. That certainly surprised me. But that's really cool. You're sending the call to Lauren. Thank you. Should I change the music? Is it too much, guys? I just picked a random one. Yes, you can. And as long as your pets are open to receiving, because some pets don't like Reiki, ironically enough. Like my mother's cat, he's fine with it, but my cat, she's like, if it's focused at me, no. She gets a little uncomfortable. She's like, not today. It's pretty funny. No, you like it. Okay, good. I'm glad. I was like, hold on. Because right now we're listening to the YouTube channel. It's not. It's actually Zen Life Relax. It's 396 hertz, and it's to let go of negative thoughts, fears, unwanted emotions, and behaviors. It also helps to release stress and anxieties. But new meditation is a good one too. Yeah. At some point, I will hopefully be able to make my own meditation music, but we will see. Oh my goodness. My laptop keeps trying to get me to update it, but I keep ignoring it. I'm like, no, not today. This has been going on for like a week. Hello, Katie, how are you? Welcome in, you guys. Thank you for following. I know that you guys can feel it, because you ignore those updates too sometimes. My phone will do it automatically, but not the laptop. Which is good, because usually it tries to update when I'm doing something. I'm like, no. I'm alright. It's been a pretty decent day. I'm glad you're doing well. Thank you for being here. We are going to go ahead and switch from the Amazonite now into rose quartz. If I can reach. This hair is giving Megara from Hercules, and yeah, I'm not complaining. Right now we are working on the heart space to help release some of the burdens that are weighing you down. That is a deal. Good job, or not good job, but I'm happy for you. I also consider her a Disney princess, to be honest, and she is one of my favorites. I hope it goes well. I know it will. Take your time in learning, and I'm excited for you. Excited to see what you're gonna do. Thank you, Maddie. Oh, we are switching. Oh, no. We're keeping the rose quartz, but we're also using lepidolite. Some of you might feel like a massive shift into your root chakra, for just so you know. Oh, Amanda, I love that. The toy that I had that I was the most obsessed with as a child was actually a Woody doll. I cried when they tried to take that away from me, but that was the toy that I liked the most. I used to like pull a string and it would talk, which is not shocking because that's what the original, like in the movie I think they had that. But I didn't even like it because of the movie, I just liked the doll. But yeah. Exactly. Maddie, I have a lot of interesting family members. At one point one of them took it from me and put it on a really high place, and I was like not even like 3 foot something, so I could not reach it, and I was just like bawling my eyes out. I was so upset. I had to wait until someone else decided to be nice to me. Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, Blue Bodhi is really cool. I don't follow her. No, I do follow her, but I don't really catch her lives very much, is what I was trying to say. But I don't know the other ones just yet. You liked it because of the movie? It is evil, but it's okay. I mean, that's just how my family is. It's not saying it's okay at all, but like, you know. You didn't get the notification? I'm sorry. TikTok's weird. Amanda, I love that. Terry, you're good. Yes, she is. I would say she's even more aggressive than my form of Reiki, and I can be kind of aggressive, at least that's what I thought. When I was doing a Reiki session on myself a while back, like one of the first times after I had been certified, I had Mikao Usui come through, so the Ascended Master, the one who basically rediscovered Reiki in the 1920s, he came through, and he was like, yeah, you can't be forcing it, you gotta like take it really slow and just let it happen. And I'm like, oh, okay, and then I continue to be chaotic, and I'm like nudging it. Only with myself though, by the way. When I do Reiki on myself, it's a lot more intensive, because I don't want to like hurt you guys, but I'm used to this kind of thing, so I'm like very gentle with you guys in comparison to how I am for myself. And if I say strong on one of my videos, that's probably around the level that I would have done for myself. Lisa, that makes sense. Ooh, there is some pain in the stomach area for you guys. I'm getting called to use sunstone, but I'm gonna also use some yellow jasper, is what it's called. Wait, which one? I've heard a lot about interactions with Loki the last couple of days, I'm gonna be honest. They're all really funny. Actually, funny story, when I was getting ready today, a fly came and like was hanging out with me basically and landed on my head. My only thing was he couldn't get on, he couldn't go on my face, but like he kept landing on my head and I was like, okay, well this is funny. He was just chilling with me while I was doing my makeup. Agree, self-Reiki? Yeah, 100%. You want to be gentle and kind to other people's energy, but sometimes you're a little bit more aggressive with yourself because you know what you can handle. But if you're like me, you still end up going overboard sometimes. And that's when the nightmares jump in, because you're pushing healing a little bit faster, so your body and mind are trying to process it through your dreams. Also, I apologize, it's taking a minute for me to respond to the comments. I am trying to respond to all of them, and I have to like scroll back up. It's you. Oh, the pink cat. Yes, you did. Yes, that was really cool. Oh, thank you, Terry. I love that. I actually have a thing about strawberries. I want to like them. I really do, but I have a texture thing where I can't eat them as they are because of the seeds and like the skin of the strawberries. So if I were to sit there and theoretically peel the strawberries, I could eat them, but I'm not gonna peel a strawberry. Oh no, I hope that your stomach eases up. A lot of bananas. Oh my gosh. We're going back into the banana topic. Oh, I love that, Lisa. Peel them. I might have to if I want to eat the strawberries. But honestly, I'd probably just buy them for Lady Freya and put them on her altar and be like, here you go. I could eat them like orange slices if I was a weirdo. I mean, I am a weirdo, but like, my ex used to do this thing where he would peel lemons and eat them like that. Not to judge anyone who does that. My teeth would hurt. Amanda, I love that. Hey, strawberries are healthy, but your blood sugar would go through the roof. So maybe like strawberries and nuts with like salt in there to like help get the protein and then like the sodium a little bit more. That might be able to help. I want to replace all trees in the city with fruit trees, and the female version of the fruit trees, because the male version don't produce fruit, it's just flowers. Don't get me wrong, that's cool and all, but like we would have a lot less hungry people if we did that. Oh, dehydrate. I thought you said rehydrate, and I was like, wait, really? You can dehydrate the orange slices, dip them in sugar, and eat those. Interesting. Trust me, if I was in control, things would be a lot different, and I would probably be giving all the land back to indigenous people. Actually, not probably, I would. People put me in charge, and I'd be like, natives, here's a back. Like in a heartbeat, I'd be like, I don't want this. Well, I do, but like not in the context of owning. Please take it back, and I will follow your leadership. This is your land. Yes, you do. Go collect those lemons and mandarins. Trees do have genders. Actually, most plants do. Female spider plants produce babies, and males don't. Persimmon trees, ooh. No, I would be devastated too. And lemurs are pretty and cute. I feel like we need something a little bit stronger for the stomach right now. The sunstone's not cutting it, but the yellow jasper mixed... Actually, the yellow jasper with the petrified wood might make it a little bit better. Hold on. I think that one's more personal based, to be honest, but I could not say. Actually, Amanda, I just unintentionally lied to you. Technically, but it's not in the form of actual genders, it's energy. So it could have feminine energy or masculine energy. For example, sunstone has masculine energy, which means it's the go-getter. It helps amplify motivation, things like that, mostly that kind of thing, versus like rose quartz, which is more feminine energy, more energy healing, more love support, things like that. That's not to say masculine people can't be feminine and feminine people can't be masculine, because it doesn't work like that, because it's just energy. But technically speaking, they kind of do, but they kind of don't. Welcome in. Just consent to the healing and you will receive what you need to. Oh my gosh. Well, Lisa, I'm glad that everyone's getting together for it. Community is so important. Native pearl oyster mushrooms on logs lining the road to eat the oil runoff from the road's edible. Hey, I love that. Actually, they found a type of mushroom that can eat oil and garbage. So they are actually doing that. They're trying to get rid of some of the garbage that's in the ocean, if I remember correctly. I read about that. Yeah, tiger sign, I believe, is a masculine energy. Thank you, Mr. Duck. Also, Mr. Duck, I have to show you now because I love ducks. I have tiny little ducks. I love ducks. They're cute. Okay, sorry. I know. Hold on. I could show you my ducks, but I have to. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna just continue the Reiki. I'll get too excited. Okay. Focusing on the Reiki. This is your own now, please. Yes, 100%. Do you guys ever notice how they fix roads that don't really need to be fixed, but they ignore the ones that do? Oh yeah. This big boy is one of my many types of, wow, I have a lot of petrified wood, but this is one of my many pieces of petrified wood. I think this is my biggest piece, excluding the ones that are outside, because those ones are too big for me to lift. Fun fact. But this is the biggest one that I am capable of lifting. But I have a lot of different petrified woods, and they all have different styles. One of them is like really sparkly and crystallized and almost looks like a black tourmaline, but it's not black, it's like polka dotted. Clarissa, I'm glad. Oh, they eat them. Okay, so it was the pearl oyster. I gotcha. I love that. Yeah. We don't have it like naturally. My grandfather, for some reason, had like a ton of it. Yes, good for grounding, good for ancestral work, good for transformation energy, transitioning energy, that kind of thing. Oh, there's for sure more. Yes, I have, Amanda. It makes me feel really sad when I think of that. Not in the concept of what you guys probably would think, but I just think of, it makes me think of indigenous people and like the things that they've gone through, that kind of deal. It's like a I don't know, it's just like a really soul ache pain for that one. I have not hugged a tree today. I wish I did. I've gone outside once and it was to get my package. I've been doing stuff. For Auralite. You know, it's funny you mentioned that, Avi. I actually can't find my Auralite 23. I think I used it in the last Reiki session and I set it down and I haven't been able to find it. I'm really upset about it. I'm gonna have to look for it. I'm assuming it's in here, but I cannot find it. Oh, Mr. Duck. Well, be patient with yourself. Take your time with it. As a trans-mass person, it is definitely, it's expensive and it takes a long time, so just be patient with yourself, be patient with the lives, and remember, you are no less of who you are just because you haven't physically gone through with it yet, okay? Thank you, Laura. Well, you're out of the closet to me. Do you have a preferred name, Mr. Duck? Ooh, Amanda, that's interesting. I do believe in dragons, but not in the physical form, though I do believe that there are beings that probably looked like them. so? Oh, Lisa, I love that. But I think I missed a comment. Hold on. I love that though, Terry. I feel like I really missed something here. Oh, you were talking about your husband. Gotcha. Yeah. Avi, I'm glad that I can help. Always be confident in yourself. Here's the thing, just because you look one way or act one way doesn't mean that you're not who you actually are. You can be completely masculine inside and still look feminine. I'm basically a pretty boy at this point. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the way people are going to perceive me because that's on them, not me. But I know who I am. And that's basically where you're aiming to be, and I'm so proud of you for even getting to the point that you are, and you are going to get there eventually. Just be patient with yourself and know you have the right to set boundaries with other people, and if someone makes you feel invalidated or hurt and you've tried to talk to them or you don't feel safe to, they might not be what's best for you. And you have every right to leave those people behind, even if it might hurt in the meantime. It will feel better later. Blessed be to you too, Jim. Jazzy, yeah, no, for real. Orlite 23 is one of my favorite crystals though. Like, it's a blessing. Lyris? That's a beautiful name. Oh my gosh. And then what are your pronouns, dear? Just to make sure. Mushrooms that eat radiation? Hold on. Alyssa, if you find out what the name of that, because that's very interesting. Yes, I did see your name. It is taking me a minute to get to all the comments. I'm just slowly scrolling through them. Please be patient with me. Big resin dragon, nice. Yeah, no, you're good. No, you're good. Lyris. Or Iris. Did I say that right, dear? Like Iris or Lyris. I want to make sure. Either way is beautiful. Lyris gives elven energy, and then Iris is just beautiful, especially if you think of the flower and the symbolism behind it. Thank you, Lisa. We are going to go ahead and use some Amazonite, which is a fossil. I don't know of her, but if you want to tell me, but I can also look her up later. Iris, not Lyris. Gotcha. Beautiful either way. Where did I put that? Oh, it's right here. Iris, that's beautiful. I love that. I will be on until about 6 p.m. tonight, but I will be live again tomorrow, same time, so 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, of course. If I end up having the energy to, I might stay on a little bit longer though. Have fun making dinner. Z heard them. Gotcha. Yes, this is Amazonite. It is a type of fossil. It's very good for easing through transitions, again, helping get through change, enhancing psychic abilities, enhancing prophetic dreams. Good for a lot of different things, honestly. And it does have a little bit of amber in it. I think that was correct, yes. Yeah. Non-binary femme. I love that though. Yes, see, I love the small ones because then you can wear them as jewelry. I just have this big boy and he was gifted to me, and I love this. He's one of my favorite pieces because it was a gift. and that makes me very happy. Hello, Nikki. How are you? Thank you. Snail. Yeah. Healing snail, exactly. No, you're good. I believe the type of creature that the ammonite is from, I don't remember the correct terminology, it is a type of basically what would have been, is kind of connected to snails, yeah. But I think they're extinct. Like, completely. But there's a ton of these. Thank you for following. I love that. That's good. I think they were in the sea. I think they are ocean-based. Because I remember seeing an image of one of them being depicted as swimming in it. Yeah. Someone is struggling with a migraine. Make sure you're taking deep breaths and drink lots of water. Speaking of water, but it's not water, I'm going to drink some tea. I'm also going to get that amethyst for helping with headaches. Or we're going to use celestite instead, apparently. It's just leaf water, the same way coffee is bean water. I'm not wrong, even if that makes people upset. I love coffee too. Just gonna go ahead and put down the ammonite and actually pick up that amethyst. If some of you start feeling like your heart is racing, make sure you're taking deep breaths. You are safe. We're using smoky quartz for lifting anxiety and depression and also grounding. It's also great at releasing negative patterns. So if you have any bad habits you would like to break, working with smoky quartz, that includes intrusive thoughts, by the way, or obsessive thinking, can be a great fit. I highly recommend smoky quartz for anyone who struggles with mental health. That's true. Even just adding lemon to your water. Lemon honey is also great for sore throats. Though ginger, I think, would be better. Smoky quartz is like a rock lobotomy. Kind of. But actually good for you. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to black kyanite for removing any negativity, negative cords specifically. The tea I gave Hecate today is amethyst mist with a bit of sugar because she does not like the honey that I have. I like local honey better anyways. I just don't have it right now. I got like the weird kind that's in like the bear. Welcome in. Of course. Definitely. Right. Some of you are struggling with self-worth right now. I want to remind you that you are worthy of having your needs met and having everything that you need, basically. You're worthy of having your needs met, you're worthy of being happy, you're worthy of being yourself, and you should be. You're worthy of self-respect and self-appreciation, and there is a fly. Please remember to respect yourself and your needs and take breaks when needed. Yes, tourmalated quartz is great. I'm glad that it helps, Mr. Duck. Iris. I'm glad that it helps you. Hello and welcome in. I feel like my brain just stopped functioning for a second. I apologize. I love that. I am also pagan. Thank you for the lightning bolts. Yes, but Lisa, have you ever looked up Egyptian mythology? 10 out of 10 recommend, but don't read it to children. Or sugarcoat it, so to speak. If you want, if you have a good sense of humor, highly recommended. But also the gods are amazing. I agree. I don't think there really is a best, so to speak. We all have the deities and the gods that we connect with the most, obviously, but I respect and love them all. Thank you. Oh, Alyssa, what was the comment? Certain words are filtered out for safety precautions. Mainly to avoid anyone getting triggered. Thank you, Harris. Oh, I did. Yeah, I did see that. I'm gonna be honest, my brain just like, it flew over my head at first. I was sitting there like, what? My brain just like shut off for a minute. I was very confused. Yeah, even if you're not looking into work with the deities or anything, looking into their mythology though is amazing. Like, it's really cool. Plus, you specifically, right? Yes. Hecate, she has ties to the different pantheon as well, because she was also worshipped there. So it's good to even just take a peek and look into that too. Oh, that's the one that eats radiation. Gotcha. That's really cool. Welcome in, Mountain Mama. It's good to see you. Thank you for following, Francisco. I'm gonna go ahead and use some peach moonstone. Exactly. Lisa, is your favorite story the one about the cross-dressing? Because that's one of my favorites. One of, not my favorite. Actually, no, it might be my favorite. I think it is my favorite. Oh. Oh no, I hope it didn't freeze on my end for you guys. My Wi-Fi's been a little bit funny. Is that one your favorite? We are twins, yep. The one about the goat is also pretty funny. You know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. Know yourself. I love that. Yes. Are you talking about the ones that I have currently on me, or are you talking about the ones I sell in my shop, or going to? Because I can do either. Because these ones are all personal spell bracelets that I have, but I do have the ones that are on the shop over here. Oh, okay, yeah. So the one I have here, I don't have any of these ones on the shop, just so you know. Okay, actually, that's not true. I have one. This one right here is for unconditional self-love and positivity, because I struggle sometimes with mental health. As most of you know, I have CPTSD and generalized anxiety disorder, amongst other things, including MDD, but anyways. These ones are for intuition boost and psychic enhancement. That includes this one here. Then I have one for abundance over here, and for motivation, because sometimes I struggle with that. Loki, the fly, please. And then this general protection one. And I apologize if I missed any comments. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll back up. Looks like I didn't. Let's see. Oh, I love that. Aww. Oh, Cass, you fell asleep. I love that. Loki froze my life. I think it's just my Wi-Fi in this case, but he does have a fly going around. Thank you, Lizzie. I appreciate it. Maybe he didn't want me to show the bracelets. I'm joking. Exactly. You always try to find the answers yourself first and foremost. It's when you can't find the answers or you need that extra guidance or assistance, and that's when you go for help. But also remember to not be hyper independent and seek help when you really need it, rather than being like, no, I can figure this out. If you are struggling, seek help. It's really hard for some people, including myself, especially when you don't even know what to ask for. But be patient with yourself. I am going to go ahead and use some green jade in the heart space. Definitely. Did you guys ever, especially you, Iris, have you heard about what Alexander Alexander the Great did to the Oracle of Delphi? Because that makes me livid, like actually mad. I get so angry. Anyways, you're in therapy. Have fun in therapy. Be kind to yourself. Technically, yes, but I still put my selenite out underneath the full moon, or sometimes in a windowsill. Ooh, cold shivers. Best thing you ever did, 100%. Thank you for following. I don't know if the person who asked me about the crystals is still, or the crystal bracelets are still in here. If you are, and you actually still want me to show you the bracelets I'm having on my shop, let me know. They are spell bracelets, but they're also infused with Reiki energy, so just so you know. So he came to talk to the Oracle of Delphi, right, to get one of her prophecies. And then when she was like, hey, I don't have time for you right now, come back later, he pulled her out of he pulled her out of there by her hair, like literally pulling her out while she was screaming in pain and agony, until she was eventually like, you're going to be great, or something along the lines of like, you're going to be important, like you're going to do this and this. She didn't actually receive any actual oracle for this or anything. She just needed him to stop hurting her physically. And then he let her go finally, thinking, oh well, my ego is boosted, so I'm fine now. I get so mad when I think of that, because who the heck disrespects someone like that, first and foremost? Like, a lot of people. Yeah, Alexander the Great, and it makes me so mad. I'm like, how dare he? I get so mad. Oh my gosh. Anyways, tell Ursula you want your voice back. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Well, I'm happy that he... Colin! Sorry. The baby boy is barking. That was so cute. Okay, I need to go back up because that distracted me. Thank you for the compliment. I think he was Roman, yes. Your third son is named after Alexander the Great. I'm guessing he has a way better personality than he did. Thank you, Katie. Oh no. Cullen has a anxiety disorder, so when he's separated from his uncle Dorian, he gets really upset. So he will bark until he is reunited with his uncle, who is currently on a walk. No, it's the dogs. Aren't they cute though? Like, you can't see them obviously. They're both black lab mixes. Cullen is a pity mix and Dorian is a, so they're both labs, black labs, but Cullen's a pity mix and the other one's German Shepherd. They're both ridiculous. And then my grandma has a little Shih Tzu. Ricky's the neighbor. I think the thing you would hear from my neighbor is like them banging on things for some reason. I don't know what they're doing exactly for arts and crafts or whatever, but then they have the next door neighbor, other than that, plays the drums. I was gonna say, are you okay back there? Yeah, no, he's good. Well, he's not, but like, he's good. He's okay. He just needs to breathe. It's gonna be fine. Hey, welcome in. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and use this to ease up any anxiety that's still remaining. It's definitely been in the heart space. We have been working with quite a few today, but at the moment we're doing blue calcite for, it's actually hitting you in the heart space, but it can also hit you in the throat or other spots, anywhere that has excessive anxiety at the moment. For some of you, it's hitting you in the wrist specifically. You might have a lot of stress built up in your hands. Have you been working a lot, or maybe you have been squeezing your hands with tension? Make sure you're taking a break and like stretching your hands out. I love animals too. They're just ridiculous and I love them. He was a rescue? Aww. You've been playing tennis, gotcha. I bet that sounds like it's fun though. I actually can't play tennis because the first and last time I played it, my knee popped out of place and I unfortunately didn't know how to put it back, so I punched it back into place and now I have knee issues. No, it was badminton, not tennis. Not the same sport, my bad. But yeah, I can't do anything that requires that much movement with my knees. You've been doing a lot of typing. You may want to like rest your hands in hot water, whether that be you taking a bath physically or just like letting the water like cool it, like ease the stress out of them, so to speak, or just soaking your hands in some warm Epsom salt water. Yeah, I did. I punched it back into place. I was in middle school, and no one was coming to help me. They thought I was on the floor like laughing for like 15 minutes when I was bawling my eyes out because pain. And then I had to stay at school because my family refused to pick me up. But I also had to get on the bus and like, yeah. It was like towards the beginning of the day too. So my knee by the time I got home was like big, purple, and swollen, and my leg was like not doing well. And then they like didn't take me to the hospital. for hours after. But yeah, a little bit of trauma. Anyways. But yeah, I punched that back into place. So now it's like really not great condition. I can still walk on it clearly, but yeah. Definitely. Talking to other spiritual individuals who are like doing the healing work is actually really good for you to help in your own growth. That's good. I'm glad that you have fun doing tennis. That is good though. Drinking water is so good. Terry, I wish. I live with my family. Yeah. Yeah. I got a lot of trauma, but that's fine. I mean, it's not, but you know, it's work in progress. I have CPTSD for a reason. That's not the main reason. Ironically, that's actually one of the least traumatic things that happen, but not to make it really dark in here. Yeah, welcome in. How are you? Thank you. Remember to hydrate. Oh, so kind of the same. I get what you were talking about. Now I thought you were asking if I was. No, I live with my family. But I'm sorry. I hope that it's not too bad. Oh, 100%. Especially other people who are like-minded. Bouncing thoughts off of other people helps you also to help yourself. When you're helping someone else heal, chances are you're actually helping them through something that you were needing help through, and you are giving yourself that advice at the same time, which is really helpful. He was Greek, not Roman? Okay, gotcha. Actually, that makes a lot of sense, but also, you know. Yes. If you have very strong connections to certain deities, sometimes they will block other people from getting readings for you, whether you ask or not, but most of the time they'll give them either false information or they just can't pick up anything. Hi, this is a form of Reiki healing. We are using source energy to heal you. No elemental energy at the moment. We are just easing stress and anxiety, specifically in the heart space, but we're going to go back into Amazonite in a minute. Oof. Was he a Cancer? I apologize on behalf of the Cancers. Good, drink that tea. I hope it helps. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use just Reiki for a second. This might be a little intense for some people, so please be mindful of that. If it starts feeling intense, if you start feeling a buildup in your throat or anything, or your heart, or your heart start feeling like your heart's racing, take some deep breaths, know that you are safe and it's going to be okay. I'm glad that you feel safe. Oh wow, doesn't really surprise me. Oh, wait. Yes. Yeah. Wait, I'm pretty sure. I've been thinking of the right one. Some people have told me that my energy reminds them of sunlight coming through the trees, which for me very much could be more wind. Um, Thank you for the feedback. I know, I almost cried the first time someone said that to me. And then there's my friends who are like, you're a feral cat wrapped in a blanket. And I'm like, you know, that's accurate. My trauma makes me a bit, feisty at times. Not that I intend to be. It's just, you know, fear-based issues and paranoia, trauma responses as well. They can hit really difficult. Sometimes building relationships and keeping them are almost impossible. I actually have a video coming up for that soon, Sammy. I can do both, 100%. Your girlfriend calls you Adam Sandler? 100%. I recommend binaural beats for aligning your chakras and for balancing them. Don't forget to balance your chakras, because if you overstimulate them, you're going to end up just as bad as it was when they were not they were not active, okay? You can balance them the same way you can activate them, but also working with crystals that are going to help with that. Also emotional balancing. There's actually a quiz that I like that can tell you if your chakras are overstimulated or understimulated. If you just look up, I'm actually forgetting what it's called at the moment. I'll have to make a post about it for those who are interested in that. But it can help you to be able to tell, but the easiest way to tell is when you are overly stressed or you feel overly anxious. The different chakras, of course, are going to have different reactions to being overstimulated. If your sacral is overstimulated, you might be a little bit more intimately active to an uncomfortable and or unhealthy level, or addiction will be an issue. For the root, you will actually feel more anxious, the same way that you would end up feeling anxious with it being unstable and unbalanced or unaligned, but possibly even worse. Let's see. While that is transmuting, I'm going to go ahead and cleanse the energy here so it has a safe place to return to. I'm going to go ahead and go into angelic healing for the chakras in a moment, actually. So please be patient with me. This is going to be a little bit intensive and I might miss some of the comments. Terry, no. Oh my gosh. Well, for the record, I don't work at the tax office anymore. But I was just the receptionist, so I just took the money and like made the appointments. That's it. The circle of life, exactly. It's like how the people who make heart medicine are also the people who own Roundoff, which, if you don't know, dandelion is good for the heart. It's actually an herbal medicine. You can also make coffee out of the root, for the record, so it's actually really good. Plus the flowers are inner child healing, they're masculine energy, you can use them in spell work, it's great. If you work with Loki, he actually really likes dandelion, just so you know. Dandelions are the best. Hecate also likes dandelion. Yes. I apologize if I missed any comments. Also, for some of you, your third eye is actually going to open soon, so be aware of that. Does coffee count as water? No. Actually, Mothi, I plan on writing a book on witchcraft at some point. I've started writing it, and I have the outline and everything, but I have a lot of knowledge. The issue is it's not going to be able to fit in one book. And then I'm going to sit there and be like, but what do I put in this book versus like the next one? So I'm not good at not just throwing everything at something. So I think I'm just gonna have to like write it all out and be like, hey, someone else decide what goes in what. Because I'm so bad at that. I'm just gonna be like, help me. Coffee is good though. I'm gonna take a little break for a second because my hand is vibrating, but also going to relight a new incense, and then I'm gonna drink some tea, and then we're gonna get back into it. Fake fire for TikTok. Oh no. Cold shiver. We definitely needed that cleansing. Alright. Just gonna cleanse myself for a second. Okay. Kind of tasted like coffee. My tea is ice cold now. I'm glad. Thank you, Mountain Mama. How are you? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start with the root. So this might be a little cold. We're gonna go ahead and use both fire and water energy, sort of the elementals. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and use all 4 elements for this one. I would say 5, but we're using 4. Welcome in. Thank you for accepting. Oh, 666 is actually a really good number though. It's really good about having endings. So I know that a lot of people think the word death is scary, but it's just an ending. It just means that something is coming to an end, and usually it's, well, usually, not always, it's actually to your positive, like, it's actually good for you. It's the same thing as change and transition, and from death comes life. So rebirth, change, acceptance, all of that things. It's really healthy, really good. So when you see that number, don't be scared. Don't be scared of it. Oh you're gonna study Reiki. I love that. I believe 9 is too. We're working in the root. It might feel a little intense for some people. If you get nauseous, please take deep breaths. You are safe. If it gets too much for you, feel free to hop out of the live and come back in a few minutes. So you know about the grids. Everyone here is so safe and so loved. We're now moving into the sacral chakra. I love the number 13. I refer to it as a lucky number. Also a number of massive change. I'm so sorry. Can I tell what? I think I might have missed a comment. Oh, hi dear. We're actually not doing any readings right now, but if you wanted to come back on Wednesday, I will be doing energy readings. 4 is your lucky number. I love that. It's 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I love that. I would say moonstone because it's good for hormone balance, especially if you have struggling with your moon cycles, things like that, and it gets more extreme during that. Highly recommend it. Rainbow moonstone or just normal moonstone are going to be great for that kind of thing. But also if you're going to work with herbs, I would probably say lilac if you're not allergic to it. You can use it as a kind of like a tincture or an oil, and apparently that's really good for it. I haven't tried it yet. I'm actually making lilac oil now. So I'll let you know if it works. My acne, despite the filter, is pretty bad. We are going to do a little bit of trauma work in the sacral, so if any emotions come up, make sure you take a deep breath. You're safe here. Cry if you need to, okay? Also, I'm tasting mac and cheese. That's weird. Okay. I mean, I agree, but it's also strange. Someone eating macaroni, I'm not judging at all. Macaroni's good. I had it last night. But also no. We all did. That's so funny. A warning? For what? Oh, it's just because some of the comments are filtered. Don't worry, that's not for you. If it's that, it's not for you necessarily. It just tells that to everybody. Don't think that it's you. I try to keep this a safe space, so I have some words flagged. That's why. So it's not you. Please don't think that it's you. You're okay. Honestly, I mean, mac and cheese is pretty good. If you can make a video, you can upload a photo and then post it that way. And if you wanted to show it to me specifically, you could tag me. Oh no. The energy got too much, I guess. Also, 555 might be a sign for somebody. Also, 131 or 13. Thank you, Kate. How are you? I don't think any of you guys really know this, so I actually recently found out too. When I was a child, I was diagnosed with autism. They didn't tell me until I was literally, like, last week. So yeah, I found out about that. So yeah, apparently me having safe foods and everything, I have eaten them like most of my life when I was able. They did not tell me. Yeah. I was also diagnosed with ADHD, which again, they did not tell me. I just knew I had major depressive disorder at the age of 12 when I was talking to my doctor. But, so yeah, I found that out, and a lot of things make more sense, and I'm still trying to, like, figure out how it affects me. Finding out a lot of things about myself lately. But, it's interesting for sure. I forgot where I was going with this, honestly. What were we talking about that brought this topic up? Oh, safe foods, yes. So I have like very specific foods that I can eat. It's not that I actually like eating at all. I have a eating disorder, which makes it where it's really difficult for me to actually get myself to eat food. So I eat like the same things on repeat because it's just, I hate it less. But because I dislike eating in general, I'm trying to switch into eating healthier foods. It's, don't get me wrong, I love healthy foods. On occasion I want them, it's really difficult for me. In general to eat. Sometimes I can't do it at all, but I try. It's very difficult. Yes, when the safe food is no longer safe, like when they change the recipe and you're just like, this is really gross. Or when you're in the middle of eating something and all of a sudden you're just like, this is disgusting. Texture for me can switch and I'm like, I will throw up. But yeah, your weakness is pasta. I love pasta. We are switching into the solar plexus, so some of you might feel a little bit of a tummy issue. Make sure you're taking deep breaths. If you get a little bit nausea, it will pass. Just bear with me, okay? I'm going to take this one really slow because I don't want to make anyone sick. With peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, yeah. I can't eat sandwiches unless I squish them almost flat. I assumed that was normal. It's not. Yeah, that's why I was like, hold on, let me warn you guys. This might be a little intense. Please bear with it. I think yes, but with me, I also have CPTSD and MDD, so it's hard to say. I have experienced a lot of burnout in general, but it could be autistic burnout, but it could also be my mental health issues. It could be a little mixture of both. Hello, Loki. Nail it on the face. It's a fly. Some of you might have seen it land on my face. I'm like, no, no. Maybe the rest of us are wrong. I don't know. I think it just is what it is. For everyone, we're all our own individuals. It works differently. Ooh. That is an interesting feeling. The sound is now distorted. Oh no! If a fly lands on my microphone this time, it's an actual, like, bigger fly, so I apologize. I will laugh. He's just landing on me. And my laugh just got formed. Okay, anyways. I'm just gonna try not to laugh while I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, okay, hello. Okay, anyways. Oh no. It startled me. Thank you. It's very toasty now. But yeah, I love this sweater. Someone told me it reminds them of kiwi jasper, and I love that because if you also look up the energy of kiwi jasper, I think that's just like the sweetest thing. I'm sorry. Ooh, your solar plexus are a little bit tender right now. He does, but also my Wi-Fi just sucks at the moment. But you know, he does like to play tricks. And pranks, which makes sense, but also, you know, that's adorable. It's a tiny creature. Yes, so if you're a spirit, thank you for the lights. I love those lights. But if your spirit team is waking you up at 3 a.m., chances are they actually have a message for you. So if you have a tarot deck or an oracle deck, and you're not able to go back to sleep, go ahead and try to pull some cards. Otherwise, think about what you were dreaming about right before you woke up, and maybe write it down for you to come back to in the morning. Because that is actually probably a sign for you. Your guys' solar plexus is really tender. Some of you are really lacking confidence in yourselves. Also, your inner children need attention. Please make sure that you are giving yourself the love and appreciation that you deserve, okay? Well, if you're staying up till then, you can't go to sleep until then, and that's the issue. That still might be a sign. But if you're not going to sleep by then because you just don't go to sleep until then, that you're good. Just if you start waking up randomly. Oh, cry if you need to. It's healthy. Your inner child wants what, you know? Sometimes you have to be angry for your inner child. My inner child, like, they have a lot of resentment and anger, but they were rightfully deserving of being angry, honestly. But also they were so full of love before everything else happened. But sometimes you just need to accept that anger and let it flow as needed. My hands just got really warm. But embrace those emotions from your inner child and let them flow the way that they need it to. Ava, if someone is trying to send you negative energy in that kind of form, if it's an actual spell form and not just words, you should do energy protection on your relationship and the concept of both light shielding, also asking for protection from either an angel or a deity. Archangel Michael might be able to assist you. But if it's just words, I would wear Nazar symbols. That is going to be the blue eyeball symbol. It's very good for protecting against negativity, jealousy, that kind of thing. Is he okay? Amanda, sometimes that energy actually lingers with us and we can feel unsafe even in new environments. It takes a long time to get out of that. Just be patient with yourself and know that it's going to be okay. Remind yourself when needed that you are safe now. Talk therapy can help quite a bit. Reiki can help, but I would also pair it with therapy or shadow work in general. But only do shadow work from a place of calm. So when you are feeling okay, that's when you should start working through the emotional issues. When you're not okay, you just need to work on self-care and calming down. So if you're going through a stress response, don't start taking out your journal. You can vent, but don't think that that's going to be your shadow work in that moment. Because when you are not okay, you can't process that. It's just venting, or you can make it worse. I have a tendency of being self-destructive in those moments when I am extremely triggered and not doing well. I can end up putting up more walls and more pain getting involved in the situation out of fear, because you're in a fear response already. So the more you think about it, the more you obsess about the issue at hand, and the more issues it can come from it. So do everything from a place of calm when you are able to, and give yourself time to relax and breathe otherwise, okay? Well, yes, well, I'm glad that he was okay. It could just be that the knife might have been old. Otherwise, cleanse your space. That could be sound cleansing. You can play videos from YouTube very loudly and be like, hey, with the window open, just say anything that is not in alignment with my highest good, get the heck out of my house. You can use any verbiage you would like. I wouldn't be too polite, though. Maddie, in that case, I would work on calming down your amygdala, which is the lowest part of the brain. Breath work is going to be extremely important for this. You can look up the words autogenic training on YouTube, and it will help you through breath work to calm down your stress response. You want to do that as frequently as possible, even if it is just daily. Like once a day, take deep breaths, know that you are safe, and just slowly work your way through it. It takes a long time to calm yourself down from a stress disorder, especially if you're always afraid. Take time for yourself and be patient with yourself. It takes a very long time. And everyone is at their own place in healing. It can take certain lengths for different people. Take certain times for different people. Know that you're doing a good enough job as you are. Just be patient and keep trying. Thank you guys for all the likes. You're moving, that's good. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm glad that I can make this a safe space for you guys to communicate your needs and issues with me. The entire reason I entered Reiki healing in the first place was focused around mental health and trauma. Most of the time, funny enough, that focus is within self-forgiveness and self-love. So my main goals are just to be able to help people who are struggling the most mentally. and physically, hopefully, added in there. Thing about mental health, though, especially mental health issues and things that have lasted a long time, and stress responses or anxiety or anything untreated, they cause physical ailments. So in treating the mental illness, sometimes you can help with the physical illness. I used to be sick all the time and my mental health was untreated. I didn't know what to do, didn't know how to cope, didn't know how to get help, didn't know who to ask, didn't know who to talk to. And the few people that I tried, they were not very kind. So I had often given up until eventually I found another way of doing it. And through therapy, through paganism, through witchcraft, through Reiki healing, I have come a very long way. If I hadn't become a witch, I would have never found this path. The universe will guide you when it's needed. But be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and know that it's going to be okay. If you feel like crying, then do so. It's safe. Releasing your emotions is healthy. Holding them in can just make them louder and louder until you end up exploding. So be patient with yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself the compassion you need and do some self-care. We are moving up into the heart chakra now. Tiffany, I love that. Divine timing. Sometimes you end up finding the same words that you needed earlier, or that you've already heard until the message really clicks, or just as confirmation from the universe. That's what you needed. Amanda, I love that. Funny the thing about the chakras for you guys, one of the forms of angelic healing when working with the chakras is seeing them as individual rooms in some cases. Sometimes the chakras get covered in this like black tar. I'm going to ignore that and deal with it later. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna ignore that, it's fine. I'm pretty sure one of my plants just like dropped a child. I don't know, something fell from my ceiling area, so I think one of my plants dropped a kid, and I was like, wait, what just happened? And that threw me off quite a bit. I was just like, what? So new beginnings might be a sign for some of you. Okay, sorry, I'll stop laughing, but like, oh, what? I forgot what I was talking about. That threw me off. Apparently they didn't want me saying it, or they did, and they wanted me to tell you guys about it, and it was just confirmation, but that was really funny. Oh my gosh. One of my plants, I think, just had a baby. And it like fell and scared me while I was talking about chakras. Oh my gosh. There's like two different ways I could take that. They either didn't want me to tell you, or they did. But either way, new beginnings, new life, because it had the baby. So, oh yeah, I'm good. It just startled me. Okay, cleansing. Yeah, no, I'm okay. Thank you for checking. That was so funny. Yes, there are. Don't ask me exactly what they are at the moment. I know, right? I mean, technically, I'm not wrong. Um, it's like when this specific plant is called a begonia, and it has these leaves that are actually the little babies, and you propagate them in water, and then they sprout roots, and then you can plant them. But yeah, then they have new life. But yes, different chakras have different frequencies. Don't ask me exactly what they are off the top of my head because I could not tell you, but they do in fact. It makes it a lot easier. I'm going to adjust my legs because they're falling asleep, but to work on them. You can look up certain chakras for binaural beats. It's very healthy. I love that. I didn't realize what those begonia leaves were and why they kept falling down before. Um, so they've all just died. I just assumed my plant was unhappy with me. In reality, she's just having babies out a lot of them. She's having a lot of children. Um, but they're all not living because I didn't know what they were for. So some of them are just fertilizing the soil. Okay, you can tell I'm a terrible plant person, but also not. I didn't know. Hi, Loki. But it was really funny. It really surprised me there. Circle of life, yeah. From death comes life, and vice versa. You know, it's like when you go into the woods and you see a dead tree that fell over and a new tree growing out of it. It's one of my favorite things, and I find it absolutely stunning. Hello, welcome in. Ooh, some of your heart spaces are massively locked. Please bear with me a moment. Suspicious on that one. Anyways, I'm almost positive that I actually unlocked my heart space just there too, so that was like, wait a minute. Okay, anyways, not gonna go into that, but I was like, hold on, that looks familiar. Alright. You know it. You have an on and off again relationship with your plants. I love that. My finger is buzzing. Just this one. But you kind of, but not in the way that you think. Some of you might feel a little bit giggly, just so you know. Thank you, Catherine. I hope you also have a great night. We are going to stay on a little bit longer because we're not through with the chakras, and I'm not going to leave you guys like halfway through this. feel a tight pressure in your chest, take some deep breaths. It will pass. Thank you. You feel a little tickly. Yeah. It was like some of you might get a little giggly. Some of you also might feel like you're getting a hug. I'm sorry, Terry. Hello, welcome back. Thank you, it's actually a wig. I won't be wearing it every time, but sometimes. I have had it for a while, but I did have to cut the wig a little bit today. The ends of it were like completely fried. We are working in the heart space and we're moving our way up. Me too, especially the lace ones. They're so nice because they look super realistic. Your son's hair is about this length? I love that. We're taking a little extra time with the heart. Thank you for following. Let's see if I can wrap this up under a couple of minutes or so. We have 3 more to go through, but my phone's at 20%. Actually, I might have my charger over here. Give me a moment, please. Okay. Excuse me while I make a mess. Apparently. I do have my charger, so we're good. You just have to bear with me a second while I readjust. Yes, I always have a lap blanket, by the way, because it's a comfort item for me. Let's get that readjusted so my phone doesn't fall over. You good? Okay. Yeah, me too. I love blankets. I'm like a massive blanket person. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of Amazonite in the heart space for this time. Oh yeah, that's a lot more soothing. Hi Adrienne, how are you? I am doing okay. We are working on the heart right now. And pillows, I love that. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. That sounds really comfortable though. Yeah, we're almost there. I love that. I have a lot of pillows too, but I'm more of a blanket person. But I have a, this is a TMI a little bit, I have a hiatal hernia, so I am constantly nauseous. So I have to sit like almost completely straight up, or I just get like completely ill. And like I still get ill, even while sitting up. But yeah, medical conditions and stomach issues, but yeah. So I have to have a lot of pillows or I won't be able to be sitting upwards. You named her Loki? Oh, he named... Oh, that's sweet. I'm glad that she lived a really long time, though, but I am sorry for your loss. I can only imagine. I would be crying. I know. Medical issues are terrible. Also, if I ever misread any of your guys' comments, I fully apologize. I have dyslexia, and sometimes that really messes with my the way that the words look for me. So, yeah. I actually don't know off the top of my head. But what would you consider maleficent planets? Do you mean like Mars? I don't really consider any of them to be negative, if I'm being honest. I think my Chiron, I know my no. Yeah, my Chiron's in Virgo, actually, I think, but my Black Moon Lilith is in Virgo. I think I can't remember actually at the moment. My Saturn, I think, is in Aries, though, which is ironic. I won't say why, but it's ironic. On Mercury? That's valid. I think all planetary elements have their own uses and everything. And even in astrology, I understand that the house system works a little bit different than the way my brain does, but I don't see any of them as negative because they all have their own meanings and uses. But I'm a little bit strange. Oh no. It's not looking good for Mercury. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I love that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go into throat in just a minute, but we're gonna go ahead and use Rainbow Moonstone for emotional balance right now. We'll probably be on here until about 6:30 my time. Yes, because it's good for hormone balancing. Emotional balancing. We are experiencing a lot of excess emotion within the heart space that need to be eased up and rebalanced. So at the moment, we are just calming down the kind of like stressful energy that's based within the heart. And then we're going to be moving straight up into the throat. As soon as this eases up a little bit. Yes. Rainbow Moonstone and a Sunstone together is a great combination. Definitely. Herbal medicines are good, but make sure that you're always checking with your doctor, because if you mix the wrong herbs with certain medicines, it can either counteract it or make it not effective, or make you sick. So be careful. Also, certain people are allergic to certain herbs and they don't know it if they don't get checked. Always be safe than sorry. Thank you, Patrice. I think all of you would actually benefit from working with lepidolite as well. Oh no! Try to stay awake. At least until you get home. You're almost there. Lepidolite is great. that definitely eased that up a little bit. All right. We are going to go ahead and move up into the throat now. Ooh, there's a block there. This is kind of like pushing through mud. It's like when you're walking through muddy, like things and your feet are getting stuck. Kind of smells like wet vines though. Oh, Maddie, that's cute. So you're not spinning, but certain energies around you would be. I could teach you guys a lot about energy bodies, but I'm gonna like leave that for another day because there's a lot to it, and once I get going, I won't stop. We only have like 30 minutes. I can't cover all of that. If you guys are ever interested at the beginning of one of my other lives, or when we have more time, please ask that question and I will get into it a little bit more. Make sure you're taking deep breaths. You feel called out though. That's good. Be called out. I say that with love and affection. Thank you for all the likes, guys. Cass, I hope you're having fun at work. Ooh. This might be a little sensitive to some people. I'm going to try not to gag at the visual. So I mentioned earlier how when you're learning certain types of angelic healing, they will teach you to look at the chakras like individual rooms with the actual chakra in the center. The room gets the no things. You don't want to hear them, turn the sound off. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but basically these rooms can get covered in what is similar to a black tar. Sometimes other fluids that are really gunky. But basically, this energy, you have to clear it out on occasion, if not more often, because it will build up and then it will contaminate and harm your chakra system. However, it won't like harm it, it'll just like trap the negative energy within it, if that makes more sense. So you gotta be patient with it, of course, but so cleansing is super important. Not like back rooms, no. It's kind of like, have you guys ever played Fallout Shelter? This is the only description I can think of at the moment. So if you played Fallout Shelter, you know you can stack the rooms right on top of each other. It's kind of like that, except for the liquids. This sounds really disturbing, I know, but I'm sorry. So energy can pour down through you, through your crown space, and then down through your other chakras. Your chakras are usually, not for everyone, moving in a clockwise formation when they are healthy and aligned. They all individually move clockwise when they are spinning. And it goes down through you back into the earth. So when, like a linen closet, No. You guys, I'm so distracted now. I don't even remember what I was saying. You guys are so funny. Oh my gosh. But when those are disrupted and blocked by this guck, basically, the energy can't flow through you correctly. Is basically what I'm trying to say. So it can be really difficult at times for you to be able to work through these issues if you haven't done the cleansing. Yeah, I'm like, hold on, let me just like get done laughing and then I'll finish explaining. In the linen closet. Okay, I mean, technically speaking, Joshua, in a way, kind of, but it's not really, you know, that being. But like, they can. Okay, I'm gonna try not to laugh too hard. Okay. This is all, we're always weird, Amanda. I'm sorry, you gotta get used to it if you're in here with my people. We're all a little weird and we're all a little crazy, and it's a good thing. I love you guys. It was the maid. Oh my goodness, you guys. Watch him be right, though. Okay. Ooh. We got some gunk stuck up in the throat. It's kind of looking like a hex I've seen someone do, but in a really bad kind of way because they use protective ingredients. But like, you know, that can be like vice versa. But give me a few minutes on this one. I'm just gonna pluck these kind of like not worms out of your throat chakra. Sounds really gross, but oh, I feel that so many levels, Terry. I didn't have another description, I'm sorry. Usually, these aren't like the same ones that I usually see. They're literally like roundish thorns. Like, if you guys have seen cloves. Kind of looks like those, just like sticking out of the heart space. You can't play Clue alone, 100%. If I make any faces, I'm sorry. Someone might be on their cycle right now. I'm sorry if you're receiving cramps. If you have any rainbow moonstone, it's good for that. Felt it on like my left side a little bit. Oh no, I hope you're recovering quickly. I hope it helps. It can. Sometimes it's actually easier for you to pair Reiki when you're doing something else. So we use it as like a background type thing, like we have like meditation music in the back, that kind of thing. Yeah, it was like extremely goopy in the throat space. So that's the only phrasing I can say. I'm like, hold on, let me think of like ways that are least nasty to describe. Also, I don't think it's normal, but I can physically feel ovaries. I don't think that's normal whatsoever, but I can like actually physically feel mine. So I know exactly what one would be cramping at what time. So when I picked up on that, it was specifically the left one. I was like, ow, okay, that was unpleasant. But I don't think I'm normal. Maybe I'm just hyper aware of that kind of thing because I'm trans, but I don't think that's it either. Okay, this is gonna take a minute. Take some deep breaths if you feel like anything building up in the throat. Oh no, it's okay. You don't need to apologize. I really hope that it helps. The Reiki, I mean. If you have anything specific you want the Reiki to help, you can put in your own intention as well. Be like, hey, I want this Reiki to assist me, and then specify what it is. Even if we aren't working in that, your body will still receive it in the ways that it needs from source. Take some deep breaths if you feel like you're getting unblocked or you feel like something's building up in your throat. Oh no, Maddie. I can feel a lot of things on you guys. I will pick up on random things here and there. Sometimes you pick up on people who are pregnant, and it's just kind of like, well, that's weird. Not weird, like, it's not weird that you're pregnant. It's just weird when you pick up on that because you're like, oh, there's baby kicking, and you're like, oh, right. I don't have that issue, but I hope that it doesn't hurt too bad. Fun fact about doing Reiki on pregnant women, you have to be very specific with your intention. And I always make sure that my Reiki only goes to those who are fully accepting of it and in a way that is healthy for the person who is receiving it. So if it's too heavy for you, the universe will actually naturally lighten it up for you. So if you don't receive it in a certain way from me, chances are you were not meant to, or it would be too extreme for you. Definitely, because if certain Reikis can go into the baby, and the baby will receive that Reiki healing. However, certain Reikis to extreme levels can actually induce labor, things like that. So you have to be like really careful. And sometimes the baby is just not cool with that energy. So you gotta be really careful. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, plant Reiki is really cool too. We can talk about that at some point. I actually need to practice that a little bit more. I've been meaning to try it on my plants, but I don't know. Reiki's never a bad thing, but I'm like a little hesitant because I feel like I'm a bad plant mom. I try really hard, but I killed them with plant food. Not all of them, but like, you know, a couple of them. The plant food killed them. I'm sitting here like, that's not supposed to happen. Where is my soda light? We need that. Ooh. Okay. Hi. Yes. That's a good question. I've never practiced on a pregnant animal, so I don't know. So when do I go live? I go live Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays for Reiki healing lives at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every time, although occasionally I will go on earlier. It just really depends, but usually I am live at that time, and I will be live for the extended period of time even, usually between 4 and 6 p.m. We are staying on a little extra today because it is late. This is Pacific Standard Time, mind you, so it's 6:22 right now for reference. But I go live on Wednesdays for energy readings. They are tip-based, but I do also offer the free ones. Free ones are only general readings, and then the more in-depth ones are tip-based. So it's a $3 minimum for those. You can tip more if you would like to. I think the average is $10, but honestly, you can tip $3 and I'll be happy with that. And if you have anything in specific you want me to pick up into, I can go ahead and read that. Terrelyn Ferrets, hello! Sorry, I got excited. Anyways, ignoring that. But hi. Yeah, so basically I go live for the energy readings on Wednesdays. Oh, you're taking a walk for your mental health. I approve. Good. And I'm glad that this is nice to listen to for it. Is your partner off work yet? Yeah, definitely. And feel free to come back for the Reiki lives, or if you wanted to come for the energy reading, please do. Like I said, I do some free ones, those ones are general, but if you have anything specific, those are going to be tip-based. I try to make it as like affordable as possible, so, you know, $3 minimum, and then if you want to tip more, you can. Completely up to you. Gotcha. Well, hopefully soon. Hopefully they get some time to rest. Can't even imagine working that much. Of course. We are doing chakra work at the moment. I almost said like chalk, but no, chakra work. We're focusing on the throat now, and then we're going to move to the third eye and the crown, and then we're going to do energy cleansing and energy protection, and we're going to hop off for the night. But mostly today we were just going by ear and whatever needed to be focused on. We did a lot of heart healing energy, a lot of self-worth kind of deal. Now we're doing like alignment energy, but it's mostly rebalancing and cleansing. Except at the moment, this exact moment, we're working on some viral illnesses within the throat. So it's basically just like any sickness within the throat at the moment. Exactly. Joshua, you get it. I'm glad that someone else has played Fallout Shelter, by the way, and I'm not just like a total nerd. I mean, I am, but like, also the music in Fallout, fantastic. But, anyways. Definitely. Make sure you're taking your vitamin C if possible, even if that's just, orange juice. Make sure you're drinking it. It really helps. Also B12. I'm not a doctor though, for the record, but it does help with that. Also elderberry supplements can help prevent illness. People were taking that before the certain kind of panorama that we were in, that we all know about, that we're not supposed to mention, or we can get flagged. But yeah. I love that Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 were really good. Or maybe it was Fallout Las Vegas, not 3. But it could have been 3? I can't remember. I haven't played them in a really long time. The Sims. I am really bad at doing The Sims, but I like the game. But I mostly don't really play any of the storyline. I'm just there for the decorating. It's like playing Minecraft just for that. But I don't do that one, but like, I don't play Minecraft. Unfortunately, I just can't get into it because the only thing I want to do is build things. I'm like, I love that. I'm glad I'm not the only one here. Reiki with Ryland, hello, welcome in. I'm gonna go ahead. Pardon me. And we use a very strange mixture for the throat at the moment. We're gonna use sunstone and amethyst. Oh, 100%. You just have to go into creator mode or whatever it's called. Creation mode? I can't remember. And then they give you all of the stuff that you need. You don't have to fight the zombies or anything either. And you can't, like, unalive in it, so... I built a pirate ship in the last time I played it. That was a long time ago, that was a couple years ago, but I built this giant pirate ship that you could go into. It was great. It took a long time. Kind of wanted to build the Going Merry from One Piece, but I didn't do that. Yeah, it was. I fully expected my ex to blow it up, but he didn't. To be fair, he very rarely actually played that game. We are still working on the throat. I know this is a very odd conversation, a very odd combination. Thank you. But some of you guys have some like actual pain relief needed in the throat at the moment, so we're basically easing that up. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and move up to the third eye now. For some of you, this might be a little intense. I'm giving you a forewarning. I know some of you, when I was doing Reiki on you earlier, for those of you who were here towards the beginning of the live, some of them are very close to opening. So if you are not interested in your third eye being opened, which is not my intention behind this, but it could very possibly trigger it, please be mindful of that. And if you want to hop off for a second or two, maybe a couple of minutes, and then come back, and you can even go to my page and watch some other videos if you wanted and hop back after. That's up to you. Otherwise, please be mindful of it. I'm just giving you a warning beforehand because I don't want you to have to deal with anything you're not ready for. Okay. Everyone stayed. I mean, good, but also, you know, like, I warned you. Gotta do this one a slightly... Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. So normally some of the rooms can take on different appearances. The energy base that I'm picking up on for the room based around the third eye in this instance, it was completely black for a minute, but guys, it looks like the galaxy. That was so cool. I have to like pressure wash the walls though in order to get that off. Definitely. Make sure you're keeping the intention on receiving it where you need it, and it should be able to hit you where you need it. Definitely. You're tapping into it. Like I told you, some of your third eyes are like really like right there. Some of them are open, but they still need a little bit of cleansing, but I love that. Oh no. Me too. I used to do a zodiac makeup thing for a while with the galaxy where I was drawing the constellations on for the different types of my brain is blanking. Zodiac signs, yeah. The ones I ended up posting though were like Taurus, Cancer, Leo, and Aries. I think I might have done one other one, but it was extremely, it was a lot of time and effort, but also definitely that's super important. Oh, it kept making me break out because it was so extreme makeup and it covered everything, basically. You guys know the song She-Wolf? That just popped into my head. I don't know if that's a sign for someone. I love that. Those cramps are a little intense. It's like bad wallpaper on this one, rather than gunk. Or maybe it was just like dried on gunk. It wasn't gooey like the rest of them were. Take some deep breaths if you get a little dizzy. That's a sign. Was it a high-pitched tone or a low-pitched tone? That's good. For some of you, you were getting the staples removed from your third eye, so to speak. Be careful and be patient with yourself, or it's just going to be more damaging. Interesting. is it frozen? Okay. Oh, good. So it was stalled for a few of you. Gotcha. It might be TikTok being weird. Yeah, so that could be your spirit guides trying to speak with you and give you signs about things you were currently thinking about. High pitch ringing is a message from your spirit guide. Low pitch ringing is usually a warning sign. Left ear is for spirit guides, I believe, and I think right here is for divine beings. Left ear would also be for angels, I believe. Pressure in your ears. Take it easy. Take deep breaths. Alright, I think that's enough work in the third eye for now because I don't want to overwhelm those who have already received like the maximum that they can receive at the moment. But make sure you guys are taking your time with energy healing when it comes to the third eye. If you do it too quickly, it can end up in some not so great situations. And always work from the ground going up. So that means work from the root and move up, okay? For some of you, you're going to need to massively ground after this. So make sure you do something for grounding purposes. Whew, okay. We're moving into the crown now. Wow, that cleaned up really easy. Hello, welcome in. I love that. Oh, cleaned really easily, but is completely off balance. We are on the crown. Felt like a massive knot release from the heart space. We are actually back in the heart and the throat, so if you feel any intense energy in there, I was trying to work through a blockage and the alignment. Thank you. A squirrel might be a sign for some of you, or they're saying you're squirrely. What is that? What would that incur? What would that entail? What does the word squirrely mean to you guys? Because I'm spacing on it. Just fidgety? Hyper. Okay. I'm gonna see what it wants from this, but we're using my little opalite acorn. Ooh. Massive shift of energy there. Hold on. I was like, wait a second. Oh, I see. I'm glad. Welcome back. Probably quite a bit, but don't worry. I will be posting this to YouTube too, by the way, you guys. I'm trying to get better at posting all of my previous lives on YouTube, so we did work on the heart. We are actually all the way through the chakras now. We are just working on a last few bits of blockages. The moment specifically between the solar plexus and the sacral. It should be linked, but it's also the same name as you see here. Of course. I do need to get better about reading the questions you guys ask out loud for my YouTube channel, so that way they know what I'm actually answering. But I have a tendency of not doing that. Sometimes the energy hits me a little bit intensely too, to be honest. Oh. Some of you just had like sinus pressure relief. Oh, thank you. I have. Feel free. Definitely ground yourself. It's so important. Also, for some of you, specifically working on healing your sacral and your solar plexus are extremely important to you, or for you. There's a lot of heavy burdens holding that back. Even though we've done the cleansing and the alignment and some energy balancing, it still has a lot to work through and work out of. Be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and know that it's going to be okay, but definitely focus more on that. That could be through dancing, that could be through spending special times alone if you're old, like, you know, willing or wanting to do that kind of thing. It could be through rebalancing that kind of thing with or without your partner. trying to say it in ways that is appropriate. You can do things like that to help balance that. And then also focusing on raising your confidence a little bit. But mostly for you guys, it feels inner child pain-esque. Probably from suppression of who you are as a person and your passions when you were younger. Highly recommend you work towards that. I'm going to go ahead and remove some negative cords, specifically from the throat, but you might feel it from other places too. I'm glad that you felt that and that it's helping. Of course. I'm glad that I can help. Okay. I look like a cat needing a blanket. I just cringed myself out here. Okay. Cats are cute when they do it. We are in the throat again. Specifically for some people who didn't receive enough energy within the throat, it's just kind of needing a little bit of extra kneading, so to speak. Thank you, Insun Reiki. I appreciate that. I'm glad that it feels good too. Make sure you're taking deep breaths. Maybe some of you want to hum. Some of you might feel a little bit sick in the throat or like you want to gag. That's normal. I like how I said we would be off at 6 and it's almost 7. That's funny. That's totally me. I couldn't start this and leave it. I'm like, no. So it's probably gonna be a 3-hour long Reiki live, just so you know. So when that video gets posted in a few days, it's gonna be 3 hours. Oh, there was something on my tooth. That was weird. Ooh. I do, yes. I am trying to get really better at it. I post all the videos from here on there, and pretty soon I'm going to be making videos specifically only for over there, including meditation videos where I do guided meditations for people. Haven't gotten around to making those videos just yet, so bear with me, but the average video for over there is going to be around 30-minute long videos. And then the ones on here are in between. Yeah, definitely, we can talk about that later. Usually between under 3 minutes usually. When I do, you can actually purchase a Reiki video from me for 3 minutes on the link in the bio if you would like to, or you can book a Reiki session for me, that kind of thing. I actually have videos up on my page currently for sleep, and I have another one actually in my drafts that's going to be posted in a couple of days probably. I have 11 in drafts right now. I make a lot at one time usually, because of my depression. When it gets really bad, some days I can't do anything and I want to make sure I have enough videos to post. But yeah, I do have some for insomnia and inducing sleep and nightmare prevention on my page, and I will be doing videos for that for the YouTube as well. Thank you, Sophia. It's actually a wig. I'm glad you found it here too. Found us here. Found me here? No, found us. We have a great community here. I love all of you guys. And I do apologize when we sometimes get some not so nice people in the comments section. I try to be on top of that, and the people who I have as moderators try as well, but TikTok has been failing lately and won't let me add any new moderators. Even if I remove some old ones, it just won't do it. It's like, you have to be friends with people first. And I'm like, yes, I am mutuals with them. Why can't I add them? But they won't let me do it. So it's some kind of glitch. I have to wait. So it's mostly on me. Perfect. Okay, that eased up nicely. All right. I'm going to do one more chakra connection, but it's not going to take more than like a couple seconds. It's your high heart chakra. I'm connecting it both to your throat and your heart. A little bit, well, strengthened in the bond, basically. It's already connected, but... Thank you, Morgan. I have been told I'm great at playing with people's hair. I also have kind of like fairly decent sized shoulders, so they're great for crying on. I'm like an emotional support human. Yes, so you actually have more than the 7 known common chakras. There's over 113. The high heart chakra is a pink chakra right behind your head, basically. And like towards the back of the head, back of the throat kind of deal. It's a couple inches out. Specifically, it is pink, and it is basically the chakra of divine bliss and unconditional love. It is the place that, it is basically a chakra that is your higher self's version of unconditional love without any of the ego, any of the trauma, any of that. And it is connected to ecstatic bliss, basically. Sorry, I thought there was another stink bug in here and I almost panicked. I hate stink bugs. Also, if you see a stink bug, chances are it's your spirit guides being like, hey, trust your intuition. And I'm like, okay. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's great. But also, I don't like beetles or stink bugs. Or ants. I hate ants. For those of you who know me, and those of you who don't, who are about to know, I am terrified of ants, actually. I will kill them. I do not like them. I have had ants in my pants before, and they hurt. Very unpleasant experience. It's okay to laugh, but also, ants are not for me. It was kind of traumatizing. I was like 4 or 5, and that's like having needles ripped out of your body. Hurt. It was very unpleasant. Yep, no, I'm not a fan. I don't like ants. I'm not afraid of many bugs, but ants are definitely one of them. Oh, and then, no, I'm not even gonna go into it. I don't even want to think about them. There are some worse ones than ants, and I can't. Bugs are everywhere. They're everywhere. I'm not a huge bug person, but I'm fine with spiders, and I'm fine with, like, flies. I'm fine with, like, roly-polies, things like that. I'm like, oh, yeah, cool, chill. Ladybugs, I'm mostly okay with them. We used to have a ladybug infestation in one of the places I lived. I know that sounds strange, but it happens. Very strange. So there's over 113. I don't know exactly if there's how much more after that. I'm still researching them myself. It's very hard to find information on them because either people don't know it or it's actually in a closed culture type deal. In which case, I'm not going to disrespect them by trying to go too far into that. I am just genuinely curious about that kind of thing, so I am researching it. However, there are over 113. If you even look it up, they will say that, but you won't find the names usually. I think you can find at most usually like the most known 14 to maybe 25 of them, but they're really hard to find the names of. The last Reiki principle, be kind to all things except ants. Technically, we're supposed to be kind to all things, but I'm not love and light. I'm kind, but I will swat someone. Only if they do it first. But yeah, no, I'm not a bug person. So many ladybugs, yeah. Oh, Iris, that's sweet. Basically, they were first founded in a certain culture, and then they can be used in certain rituals and in certain ways specifically to them. Of course, there are certain ways of doing things without breaking, like going into cultural appropriation. As long as you're not like doing things either incorrectly or doing things in a rude way, then it should be fine. But like I said, it's always best to be careful about that kind of thing. I never want to disrespect anyone's culture whatsoever. If I can avoid doing that, I will. And if I do it and someone points it out, I will make up for it the best way I can and apologize, because I am not that kind of person. I get angry on their behalf often when someone is disrespecting someone's culture. So, and rage is actually really healthy, just so you guys know. Although one of the Reiki principles is like, today I will not be angry, things like that. Doesn't mean you can't be angry, you just can't be angry while you're doing healing, which is what I try to avoid, which is why I laugh about things, but, yeah. Except ants, yeah, 100%. Except for ants. Oh, it is. You're Italian, exactly! Feels like it, honestly. Oh, I think I misread that in a different context, Marina. My bad. I read it in a different tone. Thank you, Iris. All right, you guys. We're going to go ahead and do an energy cleanse and then an energy protection. We're going to hop off. For those of you who are starting to get a migraine, make sure you're drinking plenty of water. That is extremely important. And get away from stressful situations the best you can. Do some self-care and make sure you're grounding yourself after that kind of heavy, extensive healing. Some of you might end up feeling like you are either getting a spiritual detox, so to speak, which means you can get really tired, you can get really dehydrated, so you need to drink lots of water, and other symptoms that can correlate from that. Also, headaches can be a sign of that as well. So make sure you're taking your time, drink lots of water, eat some foods that are good for you or that you just really enjoy, do some self-care, okay? It is hard to understand tone, but also I have other issues that block me from telling tone sometimes, or I just misunderstand. I used to have this thing where people would be making fun of me, or they would have, like, they would try and bully me, and I would just take it as a compliment, really, because I didn't realize they weren't being serious. So I have a thing about always taking people at their word sometimes. Not all the time, obviously. My intuition usually guides me on that one now. But back then, taking people at their word and then not being able to tell when people were joking was like extremely an issue for me. So I would take people seriously. And sometimes it worked out in my favor, like when I thought that they were bullying me and I thought that they were giving me compliments. But other times it definitely did not work out in my favor. I never realized that I had RBF until like 2 months ago, when people kept commenting on my videos saying that I need to smile more, which I don't like those comments, by the way. Reminds me of working customer service and dealing with old white men. Nothing against certain ones, but some of them are just kind of gross. But that goes with everyone. I'm speaking facts, you guys know it. But I don't like being told to smile more. If I want to smile, I will smile. And chances are when I'm not smiling, I'm just focused. Oh, definitely. Take your time, make sure you're drinking lots of tea. Terry, you might want to pull some cards, though. Also, Terry, if you ever need a reading from me and just like a one card pull, go ahead and let me know through messages. Oh no, is it like 4 a.m. there? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I can't even imagine. We're now doing energy protection with black tourmaline and black obsidian. I am, but we are about to hop off. I am a tad bit tired, but I'm okay. You as well. I'm just doing one last thing real quick. Perfect. All right, you guys. We are going to go ahead and call it a night. I love you. Keep going. You got this. Do some self-care. Make sure you're grounding yourself, okay? For some of you, even taking a hot bath might be really good for your body at this point. And then drink lots of water. For those of you who were here for the third eye activation / clearing and everything, take it easy. Take it one step at a time. Make sure you do definitely drink water. And I mean water. Don't drink wine. You can drink wine. Just make sure you're drinking water. And tea is okay, but make sure it's not like... You just get hydrated, okay? I love you guys. Be safe. Get some sleep. Get some rest. And I will catch you tomorrow if you want to come back. And I will see you then. Of course, I'm happy to help. It was good seeing you guys. And I will catch you later.